That's fucked up. You cut up that clip of me not fucking remembering what I was listening to on the way in.
Oh, I didn't cut that up, bro. That's all AI, bro.
Oh, thanks a lot, AI. You gonna blame it on Allen Iverson now? You a duck.
You had a question? There's the answer.
You a super duck. I hate this kid.
Shout out to Allen Iverson.
Word.
I think he said he's been sober like 6 months.
Nah, longer than that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, double check. I think he said 6 months.
Well,
Maybe 6
congratulations
years.
to him.
Either way, congratulations, Allen Iverson, the legend, the question and the answer.
Facts.
Welcome world. We are back. The Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast, episode 220 something. I'll check the stats later. I am the brother Burns. As always, to the left of me, we got the brother VS.
VS to the OP. You know what it be, man? We out here repping that LBE, and we sitting in here with the Camel Cartel.
Camel Cartel. Yes, I forgot to write that down. Fuck. Shout out to our co-host Max Lowe, who just had surgery on his spine.
Speedy recovery, brother.
I know that's a serious thing. So speedy recovery to Max Lowe. He also just announced his new album dropping.
Get in tune, baby.
October 28th. Get in Tune Volume 1, featuring production by VSOP, featuring Lomerta Oficial from Philly, featuring Bloodshot of Last Breath Entertainment, featuring the homie Mesa, the homie YP, the Great. Production by Grizzy Green.
Yeah.
And mixed and mastered by the brother F. We are, of course, at Straight Fuego Studios. Shout out to the brother F. And in studio today, we have Staten Island's own, New York's own, lived in every borough.
Definitely touched every borough.
AKA Baba, the homie MC Shah Leezy.
Yo, what it do, man? Thank y'all for having me, man. Podcast, the GAHHDcast.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. And I feel like MC is underselling you because you do more than MC.
Facts.
You just started a YouTube show called Food and Freestyles.
Absolutely.
Shout out to that and congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank
for sure.
you very much, brother.
A very dope concept. You said earlier it's a mix of what and what?
It's a food show meets a smack DVD.
Boom! A food show meets a smack
If you know,
DVD.
you know.
That's fire. Let's get into that real quick. Your first episode dropped featuring the homie Planet Asia.
For sure, man. Shout out
And
to the
Mussolini.
homie PA Chain. You already know. Shout out to the homie Mussolini. Piff James was there. My man Ezekiel Jordan was also there. Made an appearance. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chef Philippe cooking that heat. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You want to get your burgers, man? Go down to St. Mark's Burgers and Dogs for sure, man. He gonna give you a good Unk burger.
That
What's an Unk burger?
It's like, yo, you ever had like
Your uncle
You
made
know
it?
what an Unk burger is?
like you know, like Unc, like
Yeah.
your uncle and
Oh,
stuff, like
that's
you know,
the
like a
best
summer
burger.
cookout. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
He gonna cook it with love. You know what I mean?
Those the best ones, bro.
The best burgers was
With a potato bun, with just soaks
hell
in
yeah.
there.
was my dad came home from the bar drunk. Burgers.
Oh yeah, those
You know what I'm
are
saying?
yeah, of course.
Like, oh, that
Snaps
was
You
for
threw that
that.
drunk love in there.
hell yeah. So
yeah.
Food and Freestyles, episode 1, featuring Chef Philippe, St. Mark's Burgers and Dogs, out now on YouTube.
Make sure you go
Follow
check that.
the brother Shah Leezy
I got a question.
on YouTube. Hold on one second.
Go ahead.
At Shah Leezy Official. Make sure you're also following him on Instagram at Shah Leezy, SHAHLEEZY. Make sure you're following at GAHHD_podcast. Make sure you're following at Max Lowe, the hip hop trucker, and Ephraim R711 for Straight Fuego Studios. What's your question?
In the episode, there was music playing in the background while y'all was eating. Was that in the spot, or did y'all add that post?
That was in the spot.
Oh, that's
So,
dope.
certain
Because they was
spots-
playing hip hop.
They was playing hip hop.
Like real hip hop.
Yeah,
Where's that spot?
They had Gangstar in there.
Yeah,
and
hell
stuff.
yeah.
that was
Yeah,
dope.
Planet Asia was rapping the Inspector Dex verse on
Yeah.
Above the Clouds.
But yeah.
Nah, that's dope. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Where's that spot located, Shah?
That's in St. Mark's, like right in the heart of St. Mark's, East Village.
East Village, okay. And what made you want to do a food/smack show?
So the inception of the idea kind of started a few years back. So I had this idea called like Food and Freestyle, and I was just kind of doing it on my solo dolo, just like on my camera phone, just like going to my favorite spots, eating, because I've always been a foodie, like, you know, going to the city. You know, to me the best place in the world for food is New York City,
Facts.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Facts.
so much culture, so many different cross collabs,
Hell
if you
yeah.
will. And I was just, all my friends used to tell me like, yo, you should make a food show. Like the way you describe food and everything, it's kind of like you rapping, but you're not rapping. It's just like the way you describe everything and stuff. It's real visual. So I was like, all right, I'll take a stab at it. So I started doing that little by little. And then, you know, my peoples kept pushing me more like, nah, yo, you should do like, I'm thinking like episodic type shits. So then, you know, as like 2-3 years went on, like I was like, yo, I started developing more and more relationships with my peers in the game. And I was like, you know what, yo, we could really do like a talk show meet Smack DVD. Like, you know, we could talk to the chef, the manager. Like, we want to know the history and stuff. So like, you know, the upcoming episode will probably be out by the time this comes. But I did a episode with the infamous Amadeus of Shade 45, Punchline Academy, and we went to the original Nutcracker spot. Uptown, Flor de Mayo. Went to Flor de Mayo and stuff.
That shit's banging.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, we was so bent when we did that episode, cause you know they got the joint with the Nutcracker, then they got like the super Nutcracker joint.
Yeah.
We ordered that. And yeah, but like in mid interview, it felt like Drink Champs on steroids.
Right,
Let me
right,
just say
That shit good though.
it was good.
Yeah.
You don't feel it. That's
Exactly.
the
Yeah,
thing.
that's
You
too
don't
feel
good.
it.
That's the problem.
You know, so yeah, like we just want unscripted reality, just fun and just rappers talking, New York stories. You know, we talked to the manager in that episode about the history of the Nutcracker, how it started and things. So like, I just really want to get into real, raw, authentic New York stories, because I think that's kind of missing, not just in the game, but just like in the grand scheme of things. You know, like I know there's other dope spots in other small towns, but we still the food town of the world in my eyes. You know, and for the people that cook with love,
Facts.
you know, the same way we make music with love. You know, I feel like we got to shine light. I think food and music is kind of like synonymous.
Right. And like Chef Philippe said, man, fuck all soulless corporate shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he says that at almost towards the end of the episode and shit. And I was like, yeah, for real, yo. Because it's true. Like those, like spots like his, the fact that you're only going to taste that burger there.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like going to Applebee's where you're going to get the same shit every fucking Applebee's. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're only going to get that there.
Yeah,
fucking,
the
what's it
3D
called?
mix that he used to
Yeah,
the double
and then
ground.
how many times he grinds it up,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
says, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Double-
To make
double
it
grinded.
what it is, you
Yeah,
know what
he
I'm
ain't
saying?
doing it in no conventional oven.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
tossing
right.
it out like nah.
Yeah, man. So like spots like that, like that's the shit. That's what I'm talking about. And shit, same thing as the sandwich spot that we go to. Fucking
yeah, Dos Amigos. Shout out to Dos Amigos, who recently set up a Instagram page,
Shout out
which
to
I
Dos
found to be
Amigos.
super interesting. But shout out to y'all.
yeah.
I like that you said earlier, Shah, that you're trying to present to the world authentic New York people and also authentic New York stories. I love that you just mentioned that you spoke about the origination and the genesis of the Nutcracker, because who the fuck knows that story?
Exactly.
Right? And we've all had Nutcrackers. Shout out to everybody who ever had a Nutcracker or made a Nutcracker. Shout out to the homie JT, who used to make Nutcrackers in the house. And one
Yeah.
night, I woke up with Cottonmouth about 3 a.m. and I thought we had green Hawaiian Punch. And that shit was a fucking Nutcracker. I don't never forget that night. Shout out to that. But shout out to the manager of the spot. Whoever has never been to Flor de Mayo, make it a point to get out there. They are the originators of the Nutcracker, which is banging. They have the Super Nutcracker, which is like a Nutcracker with Mike Tyson inside of it.
Oh yeah.
And they got banging food, like on top of everything. They're
Oh,
one
hell
of the
yeah.
oldest Chinese Peruvian fusion
Yeah.
restaurants in New York. So make sure y'all check that out, Flor de Mayo. This is not an ad, but throw a brother like free meal or something.
free Nutcracker, at least.
Nutcracker at least, yeah.
Get a ceviche.
Or banging too. So be on the lookout for that, y'all. Episode 2. Food and Freestyles on YouTube. Follow Shah Leezy Official on YouTube.
Yup.
And episode 2 will be Flor de Mayo.
Is it still gonna
Definitely
be
check
with Moose and Mussolini and Planet Asia?
No, the second episode.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
so like
Infamous
every
Amadeus.
episode is gonna be with the infamous Amadeus of Shade.
that out. That's
45.
the brother that hosts the show?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
He
That-
does.
that-
He also has
all
the
interviews.
Punchline Academy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay.
Shout outs to him. Great guy, man.
Yeah.
He was one of the first DJs to actually spin my records on at Shade, and the
Nice.
first DJ to actually bring me into the building, which was like I always tip my hat off to him for
awesome,
that.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Great dude. That's my bro.
Yeah, cool cat. I see his content online, and I see his hip hop interview content. That's a given. But I see his other content, like when he be in the supermarket with his wifey type shit. Stupid, funny shit. So
right?
shout out to that brother.
Real life shit.
And do you have a team that helps you with this new venture, or are you like handling most of it yourself? As far as like editing
recording
and you know, the recording process?
Well, the recording process. So the narration is what I do. So like I will like, cause I got to set up in my crib. I got a studio in the crib. So I'll do the narration myself. I'll send it to my videographer who's part of my team. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Shmundo. You know what I'm saying? He does most of my music videos and he does the Food and Freestyle series. And yeah, I do the audio. He does the visuals. I mean, I'm the guy that is the brainchild of the idea. And I get the locations. I scout the locations. I talk to everybody and I got to bring everybody together, you know.
You set it up, you call, you know.
Kind of like the CEO of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, that's dope, though.
Yeah.
And like I said, I thought you and Chef Philippe were longtime friends for over 20 years. I think you did such a good job, like, interacting with him. And I don't know, just kind of getting him to open up. I know New Yorkers are not, like, the easiest to...
They're not the warmest people.
To speak or tell their story.
Yeah.
So I think you did a really good job in that episode. I love how he went into detail about... everything from what made him start the restaurant to the burger process. And I love a good burger, bro. So
Facts.
Oh, yeah.
I'll definitely love to check that out. And I love that it incorporates, obviously, the hip-hop element and stuff. So definitely, everybody, check out that show. Go visit Chef Philippe at St. Mark's Burgers and Dogs. And be on the lookout for episode 2, Food and Freestyles. Now, I didn't get to finish the episode. So you were saying that Planet Asia was rhyming, or he was just
because they were playing Above the Clouds.
Did anybody freestyle?
No, nobody. So here's the thing. Nobody freestyled on that episode, but we have footage. So because we shot so much on that day, we couldn't fit it into it. But we have footage of me and Planet on stage together, and because we got records together. We got a record out right now and stuff. So we went on stage together on another night. And we shot that. So that's going to be like bonus footage that's going to come out and stuff. Okay. Just like, you know what I mean? Sharing the stage with rap superheroes. You know what I'm saying? You know?
In future episodes, will artists freestyle within the episode?
Yes. So that, like episode 2, for instance, like, as you know, like Amadeus, he's also a rapper too.
Yeah, he's a rapper too.
You know what I'm saying? So we're actually doing one of his singles for his up and coming project. We shot the video right in front of Flor de Mayo and everything. So you'll get the clip of that too.
Dope.
Be on the lookout for that,
sure.
y'all. So
Check
now, brother Shah Leezy has a new project, and we're gonna get into your whole career.
Yeah.
You've got a bunch of projects that we'll get into in part of my notes, y'all.
So
we've got a bunch of projects. Let's start all the way at the beginning. Let's go before we even get into the music. You said you were born in Staten Island.
No. I was born uptown.
Oh, you were born uptown.
I was born uptown. I was born in Presbyterian Hospital, 163rd. I grew up in my early life on Riverside. When it was still not that clean or whatever. I'm 90s
Very
baby.
crackish.
A little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, thank the 80s.
That was the era though, like we
that's
can't
what it
fake the
was.
funk.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was what it was, you know. And
That's
then
what made us who we are.
you know, my pops got his thing together and brought us down to Staten Island, you know what I'm saying? And we was living like from like apartment to apartment. Then we finally got a little crib and shit and got situated and stuff. And I went to school out there all the time. And by the time I was out like in junior high, that's when I really started like being outside with rapping, really, and stuff. I was like, my first ever rap record I ever heard when I was like 7, it was like DMX Rough Riders anthem. That's why like when X passed away, it was like it kind of struck a chord to me because I remember the first ever rap record I heard like when I was in the playground in the sandbox, like the kids, stop, drop. I'm like, yo, what's that? And it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is like when Rough Riders was Rough Riders. They had Eve, they had X. They was singing like all the big singles, the jams, you know? So they was like, yo, I'm like, where you hear all that music and shit? So it is Hot 97, I bet. You go in Hot 97, your parents, they put the big stereo in your crib. For some reason, immigrant parents always put the biggest fucking stereos in your crib.
With the cabinet, tape deck,
yeah, everything. I'm like, why is this here? Oh, well, okay. And stuff. So I'm like, I'm scrolling to 97.1 and all that and just hearing all these records. And then of course like just one day like I just got bit by that bug like I want to rap. I want to do that and stuff. And then just before you know it, yo, I'm outside with it. By the time like I'm 13, like I'm like, okay, like, because I used to secretly, everyone does this, like they secretly rap and they don't want no one to know they rap. But then 13 is when I came outside with it, like, yo, nah, I'll rap. And then before you knew it, all the kids was like, yo, he raps, yo, freestyle, do something, spit something. And then I was like, whoa, like it almost felt like I had like a superpower or something like that. Like, oh shit, like, you know, and the way people's eyes would gleam, it kind of like felt like when I was a kid, it felt like, yo, I actually mattered. Like, like the only time I mattered in my life was when I would rap. You know what I mean? That was like the only time I was like, oh shoot, like I love this.
That's crazy,
like,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like,
other than DMX, do you recall any other early influences or like artists that pulled you into the music?
Oh, 100%. Like I remember the first time my friend introduced me to Tupac. Like first, I was like, he was like, yo, this song is called Changes and stuff. And I heard that song, I was like, I was like 10 years old at the time. I don't know nothing about the world or like how crazy the world is outside. But when the way Pac was talking about it, I was like, yo, the world is bad.
The world is bad.
The world, it is. Yeah, you keep growing up.
That's
like, damn,
crazy.
he's right.
The
world is bad. And then like as you grow up and you kind of learn more and more about history, it's kind of like Pac's lines just run through my head. Like, oh shit, yo, he meant that. When they talking about that in class, like that's what he meant in the song. So it's kind of like he taught me before the schools taught me kind of thing. And like when I heard that, like Big, of course, you know, obviously it's kind of like their stories are almost interconnected at that point, right?
They're practically married.
Yeah, right. It's like Big, and then of course then Jay, and then I heard Nas, and then I'm just like, oh, Illmatic, what, yo? I have to buy this. All right, let's go buy this album. Like, let's go buy.
How about you was in Staten? I know you heard Wu-Tang.
And then of course, then that's the next thing. Then I was like, okay, yo, this borough, that borough. I was like, yo, what does Staten Island have? Wu-Tang Clan. Where? METHOD, man. I was like, oh, Method Man. Because then by that time, you know, the Rottweiler, that song had came out. Like, oh, he's from Staten. And then, fun fact, Meth and me have the same birthday.
Oh,
nice.
So that's kind of like, so then it's like, you know, Staten, both same birthday, and we both lefties too. So I'm like, oh shit.
Nice.
And a little fun story too. I met him one time at SOBs. He had a thing, and I yelled out to him. I said, yo, you know, we both from Staten. We both same birthday. We both lefties. He looked at me and goes, we different. Yeah. So I was just like, damn, yo. If I see Meth again, I'm going to let him know that story again, yo.
Dope. That's dope, though, that you went backwards. Well, two dope things in what you just said. You went backwards and did your hip-hop homework. Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
If you were 7 in 99, right? That's when DMX.
No, 97 is when I think 97, 98 was Rough Riders.
Rough Riders,
98 was Rough Riders. So I was like
yeah.
8, 9-ish at that time.
So when you got to like 10 and you discovered Tupac, and then as you got older, you went backwards.
Yeah.
And researched what you had missed, pretty much.
Basically.
So I think that's dope. I wish more people would do that and learn the basis of the culture and backtrack and see, like, if you like Lil Baby, for example, or if you like what's the other homie that's like Lil Baby? They to me, I swear they're the same fucking person.
Damn, that's a hard question, bro.
It's another one of these new cats. If you like them, you know, go back and research Tupac.
Exactly.
They are the next evolution of like a Tupac.
Oh yeah, nah. I mean, I tell them, if you like Lil Baby, you know what y'all need to research? Them kids, they need to research Dungeon Family.
Oh yeah.
Dungeon Family done produced all the GOATs of the South. You know what I'm saying? All the way to Future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Back when he was in
part of the
Future.
Dungeon
Back when
Family,
he was in Future.
Even into Usher, and they produced fucking Waterfalls. That was crazy.
Yeah. Their catalog is extensive, you know. But I feel like for me, you know, I don't even think I purposely did my homework. It was just kind of like I inadvertently stumbled upon all of these guys. Like before you know it, like I'm 10 and I'm learning about cannabis and like, oh, he had a battle with LL, or this guy was like this, you know what I mean? And I'm just learning this stuff. It's like almost like this world.
Like you fell in love.
Yeah. And then obviously then like now I'm rapping and all of this stuff. So it all just kind of came in full circle organically. Yeah. You know? So
another thing that you said that I liked was that Tupac and in effect hip hop was teaching you before the schools were, right?
I
always tell the story that I learned monosodium glutamate from the RZA.
He would.
Yeah, right.
He would.
And then I put it together like MSG in the fucking Chinese. Oh, this makes sense. Wow, RZA taught me that, and he also taught me deoxyribonucleic acid is DNA. And I'm learning this from the RZA, literally.
Yeah.
And that shit is not a thing anymore.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not getting taught anymore.
There aren't many artists, and I'm sure there are artists out there, and shout out to y'all.
No mainstream artists.
Oh, absolutely no mainstream artists.
That's
no
what it is.
Because
you'll find you'll get the lessons if you dig deep enough in the underground.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But in the mainstream, hell no.
No. And back in the day,
Wu-Tang was the mainstream.
I feel like we have this conversation every episode.
We do.
Yeah. The underground was the mainstream, so you would hear knowledge on the radio. Now you don't hear shit.
Yeah.
So shout out to that, and I say all that to say it's dope when you can learn from hip hop, and it's dope when you can go back and study hip hop. So I have like an addictive personality. So when I discovered hip hop, I went back and tried to research hip hop, but it was still so young in hip hop that it wasn't like there wasn't books. There was movies like
Wild Style.
Yeah, but there's another one after that that's terrible.
Yeah,
that is called like Rap or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
yo, it's
bullshit.
a terrible '80s movie. It was very early in the culture of hip hop.
It was generic.
Yeah, there was some generic bullshit that white people put out to try to profit. Something like Breakin'. Right. Breakin' was kind of dope. This one that I'm talking about, and I don't remember the name. It's on Tubi. That shit is whack.
Wow.
But
but that's the thing too. I don't think that's another thing as well. I don't think these kids go back. They don't give a fuck about the past.
Yeah, and you know what sucks is that now they have the tools. Now you could literally go back and listen to every Tupac song ever made.
Back then, you either had to have it physically or know somebody that had it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you can listen to it. You can't go to your computer. You couldn't go to your computer and look the shit up.
You know what I found interesting? The point that y'all made is I remember watching a Lil Yachty interview, and I think this is kind of like what made me kind of had the light bulb moment. I'm not sure he said in an interview, but I seen the tweet. They talked about it where he said, what in the rap manual says that I have to learn about Biggie and Tupac? I'm paraphrasing, but something along that lines and stuff. And I thought about it, and I'm like, yo, this guy was born in 97, 98. So for him, and like a lot of people like in my siblings' generation too, like they're the same way subconsciously. Like I'll talk to one of my siblings about like classic acts. They've never heard a song. You'll say like, oh, for example, non-rap related. You ever heard a John Lennon record before? Who's that? I don't know. They don't know. I like Sabrina Gomez or whatever.
But I believe this is also
she's the bestest ever.
Well, that's because all these fucking kids got ADHD.
But I also believe it falls on the parents. You know what I'm saying? As well, because I'm gonna give you a perfect example. My daughter.
Yes or no?
My daughter, my oldest daughter, she's 25. She just turned 25, right? We were talking about music, and me and her would talk about music all the time. And I know her and her mother, because her mother was a gospel singer. Yeah. Her mother definitely schooled her on music. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So one time, like maybe 3-4 years ago, we were just talking and shit. I went to visit her or whatever, and we're talking. And I asked her, I'm like, so what's your favorite genre of music? And I thought she was going to hit me with the generic 20-something-year-old answer. Yeah. She was like, nah, my favorite shit is 90s R&B. Oof. I'm like, give me an example. She's like, I love Mary J. Blige. I love Teddy Riley. Okay. She started going off. I was like, I did it. You know what I'm saying? So like me and her mother, like we instilled it in her, like, because I know her mother put her onto shit. I definitely put her onto shit. Yeah. So I think it has to do with the parents.
Facts.
I'll say yes partially, but it also has to do with the individual, bro.
True, if they're willing to learn.
If you
I promise you, my parents didn't put me on to no American music type shit. I mean, more from our culture's music, more so. But like, I discovered this by myself.
Right.
Kind of.
But you loved it enough to study it.
Yeah.
You have to love something enough to study it and go back and see, like if you like basketball, you're going to want to go back and see what the fuck was early LeBron doing. What was Michael Jordan doing? What was Magic Johnson doing?
Boxing too. Right? The greatest study the best. Mike said it in an interview one time. Tyson, he was saying, yo, he's a boxing nerd, by the way. Like he'll study all of the boxes. All of them. And he'll tell you that the fighting styles, techniques, how he throw the hook, how he do this. Come on.
That's love.
That's love.
Yeah, and dedication. So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that who the fuck was it that said that?
Mike Tyson.
No. The original quote, the rapper
The rapper. What?
that said, who says I gotta go study
Lil
Biggie? Oh, Little Yachty.
Oh yeah. For
Yeah.
the interview,
Yeah.
he said, yeah.
I'm not surprised that he said that.
Yeah.
His rapping skill level, and no diss, but it's gonna sound like a diss. His rapping skill level tells me that he never studied hip hop. That he
Yeah.
don't,
True.
Yeah. He doesn't truly have a love for the culture and the history and the evolution and stuff.
Yeah, because he's
And a lot of these kids don't. Again, unfortunately, their attention spans are so small that they don't want to go back and study.
no, they don't care to. Yeah.
You know, the originators and the pioneers, not only of music, just of like anything.
Yeah.
Like they show no interest in nothing.
I
Shout out
also
to y'all,
think
but-
I also think those type of fans too that like that kind of music are also casuals. The
Yeah.
casual fans. Like
Yeah.
I don't think there's like staying power for those kind of people.
I was just gonna say that because the songs that these artists are making, they're not.
They're here and gone as fast
Yeah,
as the
exactly.
artist.
They're it's microwave music.
Yeah.
It'll be here for 5 minutes and then it's gone.
Today they like rap. Tomorrow they listening to EDM. Tomorrow they going.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
They're-
right,
whatever's gonna be hot, popular.
yeah, whatever's
for them.
trending on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Real quick to go back, you mentioned that children and fans of music should go study the Dungeon Family. And shout out to the Dungeon Family. Rest in peace, Rico Wade. Recently, it was announced that Outkast is being, what's the word? It's not
Inducted.
submitted. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So shout out to Outkast. Shout out to the Dungeon Family. Shout out to Atlanta.
them.
I read that Killer Mike and I forgot who else is gonna be inducting them. Like presenting.
Oh, that's dope.
That's
Yeah,
fire.
Killer Mike and somebody. I forgot who else it was. Damn, it was another artist or
Did they
another
put out
Atlanta
any other
individual.
artists? No.
Huh?
Killer Mike they put out. I'm thinking, did they put out any other artists that I can recall? I don't think so.
What do you mean?
They helped Killer Mike.
Oh,
came out.
okay, yeah.
They
he was
helped
part of
push
Dungeon
him out.
Family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Okay,
was
I get
down
what
with
you're
them.
saying. Yeah. Okay, I was.
He was on a record with them. He had a
Yeah.
record.
Yeah. He
But
was part
he
of
was
Dungeon.
on Bombs Over Baghdad, I think.
The whole world. He was on.
Oh, he was on
the
the
whole
whole
world, yeah, yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, was there any other artists that came out of their camp like he did?
Oh, okay. I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah.
But even if not, fuck it. Shout out to them. They're classic, bro.
Nah. But and shouts to Outkast, man. They, one of the greatest duos in hip hop.
Yeah,
Remember we were talking about duos the last episode with the whole Mobb Deep and everything like that. But Outkast, man, like, see, they're music nerds. They studied their
Yes.
music.
Yes.
I've heard them in interviews say like, we were fans of this New York shit, you know what I'm saying, and this LA shit. Like, it wasn't just about it. Atlanta really didn't even have a music scene back then, so they had to be fans of that shit.
And they were into Parliament
And all that shit, exactly.
R&B,
Yeah. Which
Turk,
helped
and
shape their
gospel,
sound.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and shouts to them because if you listen to the albums, none of the albums individually sound the same.
Right.
Starting from Southern Playalistic to AT Aliens, that don't sound the same. Then you go from AT Aliens to Aquemini. Definitely a departure from AT Aliens.
Yeah.
Then you go to fucking, what's the other one? Stankonia. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. And then the last one.
Wild was it? Westwood? Wildwood?
No, Idlewild. That was for the
Idlewild.
movie. That was the movie soundtrack. But before that, it was The Love Below and Speakerbox.
Yeah.
Totally different sound and shit. So, I mean, they kept progressing and evolving. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and
yeah.
changing up their sound, but never straying from their origination. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Staying
they
in
always
their
kept
lane,
the
but
hip
showing
hop
range.
base. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's partly, I mean,
What song won them the Oscar? Did they win an Oscar?
an Oscar. I don't know if they won. No,
Grammy, you mean?
no.
Grammy?
3-6 won an Oscar
3-6 won an Oscar.
for the Hustle and Flow.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking they won.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Outkast.
I feel like they won something big.
Mad Grammys.
Yeah, they got mad.
Grammys,
Right?
Yeah, they
Diamond album.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Diamond
went diamond.
They
Yeah,
went
they
Diamond.
went
go
Diamond.
Diamond.
Yeah.
And now the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
induction.
Favorite Outkast album?
It's a toss up between ATL and Aquemini for me.
Shah Leezy.
ATL.
I'll go with Southern Playalistic.
Nice.
First
Wow.
album. That shit to me is just
It's a classic.
fire, bro. So
Ain't
shout
bad.
out to them. Now, brother Shah Leezy, you said you said your parents were not putting you on to music.
Not American music.
Not American music.
Let me
What
just
is
say that.
your parents' culture and your culture?
So my parents are from Iran,
Okay,
actually.
dope.
So they my father immigrated here like in the late 70s, and he just like he came in on a student visa, type vibe. He actually, so it's actually crazy. He immigrates from Iran. He comes to America. The first place he touches down is Buffalo. That's funny,
Buffalo,
right?
New York.
Buffalo, New York.
Damn.
Right? Yeah.
Talk about
Why?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, think about that from Buffalo, and then even think from.
Well, when did he touch down? Don't tell me like in February.
Oh, I don't know.
Damn.
Oh yeah, no. Well, he got put on quick because he's like, yo, they used to shut down like school, like everything. They used to make like ice tunnels for you to like go through and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Because like in
Yeah.
Iran, it's
It's
desert, no?
Yeah, they get 4 seasons weather, but when it's hot, it's hot.
Yeah.
But it don't get cold like that.
No.
It don't get
Hell
cold
no.
like that. So he's over there. He's like, yo, I'm depressed. Like it's like he's like I think he's like 19 years old when he goes there. He's got no family, no nothing. He's by himself, could barely speak English, whatever.
Wow.
Does what he has to do, gets out of Buffalo, hustles out of there, gets into Manhattan. From one contrast to another.
Yeah.
Now
a totally
now you're in the
different
crack
extreme.
era. Now you're in the
Yeah.
crack era. It's the 80s. He's living in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? They breaking into his car.
Yeah.
All of that every night.
Shit that never happened in Iran.
Yeah, not at that level. Definitely not, right? So then he gets the paperwork done to get my mom's over here and stuff, and then obviously later on I come into the picture, and you know that's kind of like the origins of my family kind of thing. So like when I was like growing up, like obviously like they put me on to like the music that they grew up listening to and stuff. So like I got like an extensive background of that, just being a kid. I'm sure everybody from wherever culture you come from, when you in that household, you gonna listen to something, you know what I mean?
And you're gonna hate it.
And you're gonna hate it,
Yeah.
exactly. But then when you get older,
When
like,
you get older,
you
you're like, oh,
appreciate
that's
it.
my
Appreciate
shit.
it, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like, you know, my parents was really instrumental in that. My uncle too, because like, you know, summertime trips, like when I was like a baby, like I used to take trips out to Iran too when I was like a kid. So my uncle used to always like put me on to like all the classic joints, like that golden era that we like to talk about in rap, like the golden era of theirs and
Right.
stuff, putting on and things. So I was always appreciative of that.
Yeah.
I have a question. Did your parents at any point ever listen to any American music? I'm talking about even from the 70s and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like my pops loved the Bee Gees.
Okay.
I feel like every
I was gonna
immigrant
say
dad
some
loves
disco, yeah.
that loves disco era.
Yeah.
Bee Gees. He loved the disco era because
Okay.
he's from that era. He loved the disco era. 80s, of course. You know, Michael Jackson. Like the people that are like star-studded, of course. You know what I mean? Madonna and all of that, of course.
They
you know?
permeated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Global
I
effect.
don't know
Exactly.
if you know this, Shah Leezy, but Iran #1.
Oh yeah, you know, Sheiky baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's on a
That's my
artwork
soul
of yours,
brother.
right?
You know what I'm saying? What?
R.I.P. to the Sheik. Yeah.
R.I.P. Chic.
He's on an album cover of yours, right?
Yeah,
the Iron Sheik cover.
one.
Yeah, the Iron Sheik tape. That was
Yeah.
like
Oh,
an
okay,
EP
yeah.
that I did during the pandemic and things. So this was when Sheik was alive, and of course, like as I was developing my character within my artistry,
Yeah.
you know, I always say rap and wrestling are synonymous.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I said to myself, like, yo, if I was a wrestler in rap, like in the rap world, what would I be? And I was like, I gotta be Sheik, yo.
Hell
like,
yeah.
come on. He's from Iran. You're Iranian American. Like, you know, the bravado that he came in, like, he really inspired a lot of like the character that is Shah Leezy, the character that's me, you know. So like just seeing his mannerisms, the stuff that he would say. So like when I did that tape, it was just like I wanted to take those little promo cuts that he used to do in the 80s and stuff. And I think they're gold. Honestly, I don't think anyone does a better promo cut.
He used to
than
spit.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
You know,
Tough.
you know who you gotta find? You gotta find you a Sergeant Slaughter.
I know. I know.
The enemy, yeah.
The antagonist.
The
You know what I'm saying?
antagonist is actually funny. I'm actually thinking about re-rolling out the whole Sheik theme too. I got a guy who's mastered all of my records by the name. I'll give a shout out Jake Palumbo, who's very well respected in the underground. He raps,
Yeah, I feel like I
produces.
know that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Shout out to that brother.
pretty much like if you've been in our field, like you've crossed paths with Jake, or his name you've seen it on a record somewhere, and he was one of my early mentors in the business. And we was actually tossing around this idea because you know how Sheik had the manager Blassie and stuff.
Yeah, Classy Freddie Blassie.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, you be Freddie Blassie, because he's a white dude from Tennessee, but he lived in Brooklyn his whole life type thing. I was like, you be Blassie, I'm Sheik kind of thing. You know what I mean?
He gotta get the
Manager,
cane.
cane and
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, do that, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bring that
It's
back.
in production
yeah.
as we speak.
Yeah, I'm a big wrestling fan.
Yeah,
So
this
when I
guy,
saw that album cover, I was like, "Oh shit!" Yo, rest in
Like-
peace to the Iron Sheik. I
For
still
sure.
got the WWF toy, the fucking rubber one. The
Yeah,
heavy one.
yeah, yeah.
I used
the
to
old
love
shit.
the WWF toys.
Yeah,
yo.
hell yeah.
bro.
That was classic.
So they came back
time.
out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put out a limited like 4-pack.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena, Dusty Rhodes in the polka dots, Logan Paul, and
Word.
Hulk Hogan. Matter of fact,
Oh, the Hogan.
right when he died, it was a Target
shoot.
exclusive,
Oh,
and
shit.
next spring they'll drop 4 more.
Oh,
Damn.
nice.
Ultimate Warrior, CM Punk.
I was gonna say Ultimate Warrior got to be one of them.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. No, that's just fire because the Ultimate Warrior one, when we were young, it was mail in order only, so it's hard to get.
You're right.
Oh,
It's not like they mass
exclusivity.
produced
Yeah,
it.
so now they're like reissuing it.
Yeah, nah.
So it's pretty dope. Like when I came into some bread a few years ago, I bought like a lot of the toys, like
Oh, word?
30 toys, yeah, with the ring and shit.
This guy, yo.
Yo, and I always say one day
I always wanted the ring.
I had the ring when I was young. My sister stepped in that shit, fucked it all up.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Taina. I always say one day I'm gonna get like
She a bully.
when I find the illest weed, the fucking bubonic, chronic, supersonic shit. I'm gonna blaze and I'm gonna bust out
He
my
gonna
toys.
play with his toys.
And, yo, I'm gonna
Yo.
play. I'm gonna have the music on the phone playing, the rumble and shit.
The entrance music.
Yeah,
and
the
shit.
entrance music. I'm gonna be zooted like, oh shit, here comes Hulk Hogan.
Isn't it crazy? As kids, we used to spend like just it was like
Hours.
hours, like video games
Yo,
almost.
our
but with, like, this-
imagination was so potent, bro.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
what it
think
was.
kids nowadays have much imagination.
Oh, nah. You
No.
gotta watch my kids play.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah. Oh,
God bless
hell
them.
yeah,
No,
bro.
That's great, then.
My son, I love my son because his favorite shit is putting shit together and taking shit apart.
Yeah.
So I get him a lot of Legos. So
Ooh.
he'll take, I'll build him something. He'll take it all apart and he'll build something else out of it. He'll build, his shit is right now, robots. He loves fucking robots, yo.
Yeah.
So he'll
Oh.
build mad different robots. And I hear him in the corner. Oh shit. He'll be like, I'm coming to get you. I'm like, I love this little nigga, yo.
Nah, that's what's up.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
fire.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's the
bro.
imagination, like you said, man. This shit is amazing, bro. Like we would
Alright.
sit there for hours.
Yeah, hell yeah. I remember I would sit with those little fucking toys and
Oh, yeah.
do promos.
promo
and
cuts.
Talk shit, do the intro.
Hell yeah,
man,
all that.
shit, bro.
We make whole storylines.
I remember being in school writing like, yo, when I get home today, Joe Mania's gonna have motherfucking.
Besides the
Hulk
Sheik,
Hogan
who
version.
was one of your favorite like wrestlers to do like post or pre wrestling like talking shit? Who was your favorite?
the
Talking
promos.
shit. Ooh, okay. So like obviously like Sheik is like a little before my time, right?
uh-huh.
But like obviously there's inspiration there. But like when I was growing up watching wrestling, man, I would say like Stone Cold. Oh, he knew how to
Yeah.
how to run he knew how to talk.
He knew how to
Yeah.
rile him up.
Crowd control game.
Yeah.
He had that. Him and Rock.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Growing up was realizing this. Like, Rock and Stone Cold weren't maybe the best wrestlers, but they were the best
Performers.
performers
Yeah.
and charismatic. They knew how to work a
characters.
crowd
Yeah.
and shit. Like, Shawn Michaels was a good wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
he's
what I mean?
technical
Technical.
wrestler, yeah.
You know what I mean? He kind of had that balance between technical and that like flair appeal kind of
Yeah,
thing going
yeah.
on, you know? And then growing up is also realizing like the technical wrestlers is kind of like Dean Malenko and like Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio. Like those guys, I would love to see those guys wrestle now or like that type of style. I probably
Yeah.
enjoy that more than the trash talking. You seen the trash talking today?
I still watch wrestling. It's on a little like kind of.
Nah, that trash talking is whack, bro.
Yeah,
That
it's
ain't
not
it.
what it was.
That ain't
Yeah, I
it.
don't-
But they're
I
so
don't know.
censored and
I
like.
know.
Like my dude was
It's weird.
Macho Man.
Oh, Macho.
Oh, hell
was-
yeah.
Macho Man was the fucking guy, bro.
You know
like
what was
the
dope about
He
Macho
was
Man?
riced out in those promo cuts,
he
yo.
was
Oh my
so
god.
cheech the fuck.
Yo, I saw one
I
old
mean,
school one. He was
yeah.
ripped.
No,
Him and Hulk Hogan.
Him-
Oh, yeah,
cheeched
yeah.
up together.
Yeah.
Where did I hear a story of Hulk Hogan and that he met him when he was a little kid and that he's like, yeah, Hulk Hogan just finished doing WrestleMania. He was, my dad knew him. We were in the hotel room after WrestleMania with him. Junkyard Dog came in, pulled out the Coke, and they just started railing up in the
I think
hotel
I
room.
saw that video.
Yo, like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, yeah, I
Yeah,
seen.
80s, bro.
Yeah.
Coke, I mean, Coke was everywhere because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
NBA was coked the fuck out.
Yeah.
MLB was coked out. Wrestling
Yeah.
was coked out.
Yeah.
was
But
fun.
Macho was dope when
good
he
time.
wouldn't yell.
Huh?
Like Macho was
No, when he was on his.
because he was always yelling.
Yeah, when
But
he
wouldn't
his voice would hit
Yeah.
octaves.
Yeah.
It would hit low
Yeah.
octaves. You're like, how did you
Yeah.
what? Oh shoot.
Nah,
That's
one time when he got on Elizabeth, he got on his pimp shit with Elizabeth.
Oh, he always did. He always did.
He's a monster, yo.
Yeah, rest in peace,
R.I.P.
oh,
Macho Man, yo.
And
He was a monster.
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Elizabeth Word shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
R.I.P. to them.
Shout out to that
Greats.
though, man. Yeah, man. All right, so let's get into the music.
Let's go.
Oh wait, before we do that, your parents were from Iran,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and that's where the Camel Cartel comes from.
Well, it draws inspo from like Middle Eastern
Mhm.
culture type
yeah.
thing. So
Right.
what I like to do with my brand and what I represent is kind of like it's Americana meets
Mhm.
like Middle East. Like I create something in a world where I make it easy for you to come into my world because I understand like you're talking about a group of people, a culture that's probably only been in this country for max 40, 45 years. You don't really know us. There's not that much of us in media or in entertainment like that, especially like on the camera, right? So like my responsibility becomes like, okay, how do I bring y'all into this world? Like how do I create this roadmap? Because I'm literally paving roads and walking it almost
At the same time,
simultaneously.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So for the next generation of cats that might want to do this, they can easily walk. You get what I'm saying? And maybe thank me later. Who knows?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, like it's not even about the future. It's just I'm passionate about it. That's why I do it. You know what I mean? And wanting to be a part of this world, here's how we gonna do it. You know, this is why we make the merch. You see the logos and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
ShahLeezy.com, by the way.
Yeah. I was just gonna say,
Yeah,
make
you
sure
know
y'all
what
check
I'm
out
saying?
ShahLeezy.com. Get your merch. That fucking camel's hilarious, bro.
Thank
That shit
you.
is dope.
Thank you.
I fucks with it.
I mean, I just wanted to
smoked out and
create
shit, that's just
smoked
fire.
out and shit.
And that's available now. That piece.
available now.
It's on the website. Yeah, I
Oh
seen it this
man, go
morning.
check that out, yo.
You know,
Yeah,
we just
dope.
wanted to. I just wanted like when I envisioned brand movement, I'm like, you know, I look at Dipset, I look at G Unit, I look at Rockefeller. Like there was that iconic or Bad Boy, Death Row. Like there was that iconic look, that image that I was like, yo, that is classic no matter what. So. This is like, all right, yo, this is what we represent. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do the Iran colors, the white, the green, the red. All right, cool.
Dope.
We're going to put this camel in there, give it some street appeal, put a blunt in its mouth. You know what I mean? And even deeper than that, like the camel is supposed to be strong but silent. You know what I mean? The camel can travel for miles. Rain, hail, sleet, snow. The camel must go. You know what I mean? Until we reach our goal, or reach our destination. I didn't want to get too generic because, you know, I want to be a lion. You know what I mean? When you think an animal, like, oh, who doesn't want to be a fucking lion?
lion
Like,
or
you know what I mean?
eagle or some
Eagle
shit.
or whatever, gorilla. You know, I mean, depends on how you want to flip it. But I'm just like, nah, I don't want to be generic. I want to, I always tell people, everybody go right, I want to go left.
Yeah.
I want to do some shit that you didn't even think. But when we do it, we're going to do it tastefully. We're going to do it fly. We're going to make it look dope. You know?
Who is down with the Camel Cartel?
Me, myself, and I.
Or the Camel Cartel.
Yeah, that's you looking at the Camel Cartel. It's a one-man army. I mean, of course, we got, you know, my peoples, my producers, my videographers and stuff. But I said, you know what? I'm going to make the LLC. I'm going to sign myself. You looking at the CEO, the manager, the artist, the everything. I'm a living, breathing brand. I'm going to die on my shirt. That's what I always say.
Shout out
Shouts to that,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
And we got the Lebanese Ether in the building.
Shout out to Lebanese Ether.
Shout out to
You know what I'm
Lebanese
saying? That's
Ether.
the brother right there. You know what I'm saying?
So when Baba and Shah Leezy's AKA Baba, for those of y'all
Yeah,
that
exactly.
AKA
don't know.
Baba. You know what I'm saying?
Baba introduced me to Lebanese Ether, and I'm deaf, so I hear Lebanesito.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Lebanesito? Oh, this is my Latin
You a
Muslim brother.
Yeah.
My Middle Eastern Latin brother.
So you going blind and deaf?
Yo,
Diablo local.
thank God I'm talented, bro.
Oh, here we go. You ain't never getting off this couch.
No. Now, real quick, Shah Leezy was just mentioning classic hip hop labels. Shout out to Rockefeller, Rough Riders, Bad Boy,
All that.
Death Row, all the classics. It was recently announced that in October. Is it October? Yeah,
We're
I
in
think
October.
25th. In Las Vegas, there will be a new versus between Cash Money Records
Oof.
and No Limit Records, and I think that's just gonna be dope, man. I'm kind of
Iconic.
looking forward
Talk
to
about
that.
logos. Iconic
Yeah, there you
logos.
go.
Again.
Exactly,
Once
yeah.
again.
No Limit, I remember, was the first ones. Well, no, Death Row probably, but I don't think I
Bad
noticed
Boy.
it with Death Row. That they had the No Limit chains.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
They had their branded chains.
Right.
Who you going for?
That's tough, bro.
I think not tough at all.
Nah, bro. I fucks with both, man. Like I fuck with both. Whatchamacallit, No Limit, and whatchamacallit,
But
Cash Money.
equally?
I do, bro. Like
I'm
cause I like a few.
Because you like Birdman.
That's one of my favorite
That's
artists.
your favorite rapper. True.
Nah, but they came out with classics though. Like what's his name? Juvenile was dope, bro.
No, for sure.
You know what
Juvenile
I'm
was
saying?
dope. He has classics. I couldn't name you a
BG
BG
was dope.
classic.
BG was dope.
but I couldn't name you like a classic.
Fucking
BG.
and even Wayne, he might not be my favorite rapper or even like from my era in time, but still, like Wayne, bro, he created a word that's in the fucking dictionary. Bling is in the dictionary.
How you know he created it?
Well, I don't know if he created it. All right, he popularized it. I'll say that.
Who you got, Shah Leezy?
I'm gonna go with Cash Money.
Really?
Go Cash
I'm gonna stand on an island alone and ride out with
No Limit?
with my camouflaged soldiers.
I
and
fuck
ride
with them.
No Limit, man.
No Limit is dope as fuck
I
too,
respect
bro.
it. I respect the P. Let me tell you, P was one of the when you talk original
Mhm.
moguls.
Yeah, bro.
Hustlers and
Hell yeah, big time,
It's
bro.
not even close. Not
One of
even
my favorite
close.
songs of the P song is the when they took the Derek being Rakim,
That's
Crack
ghetto
Like This.
dope, yeah.
That shit was, and the way they flipped it, fucking
You
amazing,
mentioned,
bro.
You mentioned Wayne and Bling Bling and everything. Juvie before Wayne, it was Juvie.
That's what I
Juvie
mean, yeah.
carried it for a few
Hell
years.
yeah, it was his label.
BG had a little too. You know what I mean? Before Wayne was ready to go. And stuff.
Yeah, before all of them, it was actually BG.
Yeah.
And then came in Juvie, and then,
And
you know.
Juvie was a star.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And
then they
not
grew-
only that, they're still ever going. Like you see NBA YoungBoy in them. Like,
Yeah.
That's the kid.
Yeah.
What?
That he's like Little Baby. To me, they're the same person.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
He's Cash Money.
And yeah, he is.
Like-
He's
Yeah.
New Orleans. Yeah.
Isn't that
You know what's crazy about him? I fucks with that kid, yo. You know why? He's not his music. You ever hear him speak? You ever hear him speak? You ever hear him speak to someone?
NBA YoungBoy is the one with the scars in his head, right? From the thing.
I believe I don't. Yeah,
that he-
I know he got the fucking all the tattoos. He got like 1,000 kids.
See, that's such shit. I'm telling you. To me, I
Yeah.
confuse these two guys. And they
But
become
anyway,
one.
like
I think he's the one that has the dents in his head from when he was young. He broke his neck.
Yeah.
Matter
I
of fact,
think
wrestling
so.
or some shit.
I think- Yeah, it was a wrestling
So,
accident.
but yeah, yo, the dude.
He's a smart kid.
He's a smart dude, yo.
Yeah.
Like he's an intelligent dude, yo. Like he's not a fucking
Well,
idiot. I don't want to say super. Like he's
Yeah.
not a brain,
He's
but
a little bit of a
he's not-
dumbass because he keep getting locked up. But
locked
yeah,
up
he's not-
and impregnating these fucking chicks. But whatever, you do what you want with your dick. I don't give a fuck. But he's not a fucking dummy, yo. He's far from a dummy, yo. So he's like, he's
I
one of
wonder
them dudes.
if he would. Well, I don't even know if he'd be able to come out because I swear he's on house arrest or some shit.
Mm.
But I wonder if he would come out for something like that.
Hmm.
I don't know if any new No Limit artists exist, but I know they can call Snoop. Snoop had signed there.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, Snoop had a stint
Yeah.
there.
What about Mystical? Is he locked up?
Mystical's locked up.
He's facing
I don't think he's
life
ever
in
come
That's
prison.
right.
home
Yeah,
type
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I saw a
Type
video
wave.
on him last night.
That
Mystical's not a good
sucks.
dude, bro.
Because he got classics with
Yeah.
fucking.
I love his first album on No
And P
Limit.
himself
P
has
too,
a nice
yeah.
catalog.
And they got the fucking illest lyricists in America, bro.
Silk the Shocker?
Silk the Shocker.
man. Come on, bro. Who got
I didn't
better
want to
flow?
say that back in my mind. Are they gonna go there?
Who got better flow than Silk
go
the
there?
Shocker?
He's
man?
the
You kidding me?
originator of the off-time flow.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or the-
And I hope they bring out Mercedes. I couldn't name you none of her songs, but her fucking CD cover was the shit in '98.
and they had
Oh,
what,
their
Mia
cover
X?
arts is great.
Mia X.
Mia
They
X.
have that classic song. Fuck, I won't remember it now.
Not so classic, is it?
It's a classic song. If you hear it, you'll be like, damn. How you do that there? How you do that there? That's just a oh, you wasn't down south when that shit was hitting, bro.
Yeah.
I was down south. Anyway, that'll be dope. Make sure you're on the lookout. Versus No Limit versus Cash Money.
Yeah.
If we could get a
Question for you when you're done. Go ahead.
if we could get a dream label battle, who would you want to see?
Dream label.
Yeah.
Bad Boy Rockefeller.
Okay. Shah Leezy. Dream label battle.
Dream label battle. I like that Rockefeller one. I'm gonna go a little different. Let's do Bad Boy Death Row.
I'm gonna go with you. Let's have the all-out war. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's do Bad Boy Death Row. Winner takes all. Loser gotta jump off the cliff.
Ooh, wait.
Yes. Yo, Bad Boy versus Death Row was real.
Because honestly, when you think of Bad Boy versus Death Row, really it's just Puff versus Dre. That's what we really talking about.
Puff
Like
Suge.
Well, Puff versus Suge, but I mean in terms of hit making, and we're talking about hits.
I get what you're saying.
That's really like inadvertently.
And they're both full of shit. They both didn't produce none of that shit.
Yeah, it's really Melman and
Hitman
Hitman. Yeah, exactly.
And Daz.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's funny, bro. But yeah, I would go
Johnny
for that.
J, all those guys. Yeah,
Johnny J's a classic, underrated producer.
Hell yeah, big time. He produced all them shits. A lot of them shits.
All them classic pop records.
Yeah,
man.
hell yeah.
Mexican, bro.
Yeah.
Johnny J.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
Yeah, nah, he's a beast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Real quick, this morning, we got the first single off the new Big L album, Big L featuring Nas.
You ain't got a chance.
You ain't got a chance. Nas fucking rips it, bro. What is Nas is on like hip hop steroids.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what is a lyrical steroid?
He got
Is
that
it
itch right
Adderall
now. He
or
got
some
that
shit?
itch.
What the fuck he
It's
got?
so beautiful to see because like I seen an interview that Havoc did and he quoted like he was quoted, like I said, I'm paraphrasing. It's dope that all these artists are doing this because they're taking the ageism out of hip hop.
Yeah. This whole series, the
Legend
Mass
Has It
Appeal,
series,
Legend
yeah.
Has It series.
Yeah.
That's just been fire for the
Them
whole year.
and the Clips too. The Clips
also, yeah.
came out with a fucking classic this year, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Malice is on a fucking. He might be MC of the year this year, bro.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
You could tell he had a lot to say. You know, guy
It's
like
been a while
that, guy
since he
like
said
that,
something.
been a lot. Of, you got a lot of material stored up.
And
But
he didn't lose a step, bro.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that.
That to me is
He got better.
Kind of the scariest thing.
He got better.
showed no rust.
He got better.
Yeah.
He got better.
That's crazy, bro. Shout out to the Clips. Shout out to Mobb Deep. That album still in heavy rotation. Shout
Big
out to
facts.
Nas killing it. 3 features on that album.
Yep.
Featured on the new Big album. De La Soul has announced their new album will drop in November. I think they even dropped the title. I don't know it though.
I think it's Cabin in the Sky.
Really?
I think that's
That
what's
sounds kind
called.
of dope. And Nas and Primo have announced that they'll drop in December to wrap up the Legend Has It series. Mass Appeal. I look forward to seeing what
Label
you
of
have
the year.
planned in store for next year. I couldn't name you another label. Who
That
else?
did something this year?
No, that exists.
Oh,
TDE.
yeah. Oh, you talking about like indie
labels.
well, like yeah, okay, I get it.
Today's Rockefellers.
Yeah.
Um,
No, Mass Appeal,
Mass
TDE.
Appeal.
That's
Shout out
right.
to
Yeah.
them.
Who else is there?
Young Money, Cash Money.
Do they exist anymore? I don't think so. Anyway,
Death Row, they're
Um,
back. Snoop.
Death Row, we back, baby. Let me see. Oh, and while we're there, we're gonna get into Baba's music catalog.
Big facts.
Before we do that, let's send a R.I.P. shout out to the R&B legend himself, D'Angelo, passed at the age of 51 from cancer, I believe.
Pancreatic, yo.
Pancreatic cancer. So everybody, make sure you go get checked out, please.
He was silently
And,
battling it. He didn't let people know.
D'Angelo's such a legendary voice in R&B and in hip hop. His features. I listened to the Cold World remix earlier today, I believe.
Yeah.
Featuring D'Angelo.
Nice.
Devil's Pie off the Belly soundtrack, classic. His first album, classic. Cruisin', that version of Cruisin'.
Yep.
Lady, the Lady remix, like
Just a bunch of
Classics on
classics,
classics,
bro. Yeah,
man.
rest in peace, man. What a legend.
Yeah, bro.
That one
Fuck
caught
it.
me off guard. I ain't
That
gonna
one
hold
sucks,
you.
bro. Like it
That
sucks
was
that
so
we're at
left
this
field.
age.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Left field, perfect
Like,
description. Because
what?
I was not even. That was not even like nowhere near the radar.
You
know what I'm
usually
saying?
see certain people and you're just kind of like, oh, he gonna live like,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
gonna be one of those guys like
chilling.
Tiny Dez, like he's just gonna be like rocking out in his 60s, 70s with a band and everything.
Yeah,
I did
man.
not think not for
Yeah.
D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a semi-personal question, Shah Leezy. How'd you feel when Hulk Hogan died?
That's a good question. I was a little indifferent. I mean, because we living in this era now, right, where we have like entertainers where information is so transparent now about
know too
people's
much.
private lives,
Yeah.
right, and things of who they are, what their thoughts are, their political beliefs, or X, Y, and Z. I feel like if this was maybe like 30 years ago, something like this would have happened. Maybe not Hulk Hogan, but someone like close to that or whatever. We may have found out all that information 30 years after and
Yeah.
stuff. We wouldn't have found out and things. But I think because of this era that we're in now, it's pushed us to be a little indifferent. So what I like to do personally is like, you know, when he passed, I respect Hulk Hogan as the entertainer or like the first big face of the WWE. Like I respect that, but I could also acknowledge that, you know, on a business tip, yeah, he was a jerk.
He was flawed.
You know what I'm saying? He was
on
flawed, but on a human
yeah.
level. But like, I mean, we all flawed, right?
Yeah,
we all
exactly.
have our things, you know. But I also don't agree with taking away someone's greatness in their field. I think multiple things. People always want to make one thing true. I always say this, but multiple things could be true to anything, topic, person, right? So like in a perspective field, I could respect somebody for being great in their field. That doesn't mean they were a great human being outside of that. I don't know what's going on, but if this person's talent was in this field X, for instance, yeah, man, I gotta give him yo, you was great at that. I don't know about this other stuff, but this other,
like R. Kelly. R. Kelly's a perfect example of that.
You know, yeah.
We have yet to. I don't know anybody that's come close to what he's done.
They say Snoop got in trouble recently for visiting R. Kelly.
He got in trouble for visiting him.
He got in
social media trouble.
Yeah,
fuck social
he got
media.
backlash. For visiting R. Kelly.
Yeah.
As soon as he do it, canceled. As soon as somebody do it, canceled.
But it's like you were saying though, Shah. Like we have to be able to separate the artist from the art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we got to be able to do.
Yeah. And people do it for people they like.
Of course, yeah. Selective outrage. Yeah.
Like growing up is kind of realizing even the people that you looked up to as legends, like especially like when you come up in this business, you learn about your peers, you learn about the people you look up to or you looked up to, and you realize, okay, like yo, they was great in this aspect, but you realize like their flaws or this, that, and the third. So it's kind of like
you look at them differently. You
look at them differently, but you're a little more level-headed and stuff as you grown up. Like when I was a kid, I would probably vehemently defend all of these rappers and stuff, but as you grow up, you kind of realize like, yo, you was kind of bugging on that one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'd have done that, but all right.
Exactly.
Yeah. And when you get older, because Shah, you're still a little bit on the younger side. When you get older, you realize, who fucking cares, bro? Like this,
I can't wait to get there. I can't wait till we all get there. How about
me
that?
If I was on fire.
Yo, I was having this conversation with Kathy today.
Why defend any of these?
Yeah, I was having this conversation. Bro. I was like, yo, I was talking about the Barbs. Like the Barbs will die for this woman. Little do they know that this woman doesn't even give a fuck if they breathe or not.
She wouldn't fart on them.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, man. So, like, it's crazy. To me,
it's a little bit fun when you get there.
Yeah.
It's a little bit fun, but it's also a little bit sad because then nothing really matters, bro. Like,
yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like, nothing fucking matters, bro. Also, we live in a simulation. So
you said this perfectly, too, on one of your songs. We're going to get into your music soon. But you said, I'm torn between what's real and who gives a fuck.
Yeah.
That's where we're at right now.
Yes.
I think, that's a good thing you brought up. I think we're all kind of like subconsciously at that point with the news, our media that we consume.
I think culture, right?
Culture.
Everything, just everything all encompassing.
It's
I
kind of
we
like
are getting to that weird.
Yeah. But it's true though, like what's real and you, that's you. And when I heard that, I thought of you instantly. What's real and you, who gives a fuck? Yeah.
Because people experience fatigue. I've noticed that there's a big fatigue across the board in everything, life, politics too. I was like, if 10 years ago you might have been super passionate about Democrat, Republican, but now I feel like even we're at a space right now in life where it's just kind of like, they still beefing about that?
I think we've gotten too behind the curtain and we know too much.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think we've seen too much.
Yeah,
you know, and we know too much.
So now because we know so much, we know more of the truth, and it's like, oh, so who fucking cares?
Yeah, exactly.
A Republican and a Democrat, they're both pieces of shit. They don't care about me anyway. No matter who wins, they don't give a fuck about me. I don't fucking care about.
I'm gonna lose anyway, regardless.
Yeah, man. So on that positive, loving note, we'll be back with Shah Leezy. We're gonna get into his music, his discography, and his upcoming project. We'll be back. Until then, chin up, chest out. Carry yourself with honor. Carry yourself with pride. This is the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. And we out.
Do it.
All right, let's take a quick one.
Take 5.